Yo, LTAs has just started. Hey, Bulls players working in. Lonzo has been cleared for 5-on-5. The Sky just got a new facility. Hey, we gonna do a little recap in Chicago. We ain't did this in a minute. It's your boy Steve, Big Bro Kev in the building. Let's run it after this video. All right, now yo, you get too lit, but hey, yeah, it's time to get lit. We ain't been in a minute. We gonna start it off get straight into it. Let's start with the Chicago Bears. I'm even gonna put the colors up there to talk about the skin because I'm like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, we gonna talk about OTA. We've been seeing some clips of our new quarterback out there jump throwing and everything. Even hearing that our offense is having little ebbs and flows, but in the last few days that defense been getting in that ass. So first off, what's your thoughts on just the whole environment of now I keep saying OTH training
Training
camp. I'm
camp.
tripping.
Yeah. It's all
Training camp
good.
has started.
I
Yeah.
love training camp, man. I went back when it was in Bourbonnais. I used to go all the time. We would go out there and tailgate, barbecue, throw the pigskin around. I remember one of the first times I went, we still had Julius Peppers. That dude is humongous,
It's a
bro.
big
Like
bastard.
he's a man amongst boys.
6'7", wasn't he?
Yeah, he was huge. He stands out in any situation. But there's a good vibe around the squad. Even though the offense kind of struggled a little bit this week in different situations, the 2-minute drills have been pretty solid from
Yep.
Caleb and Tyler Scott been shining. I've been liking what I've
Mm-hmm.
been seeing, and he's catching it. Last season he was a rookie, dropping balls, so on and so forth. Even one of the balls he caught this week, he ended up stumbling. It could have been a touchdown, but he
It
ended up
would have been a
stumbling.
walk in for sure.
Yeah, he ended up stumbling afterwards. But I like what I've been seeing from Javon Dexter, from the defensive
Bro,
line, all these guys, man. So it's been really, really fun to see.
did you
Go
Did
ahead.
you see the clip? I know C Dub went crazy about it on the Chicago Bears channel, but did you see the clip where he got like literally? It was like as they say a hike, he's already in
Hmm.
the backfield.
Yeah, man. And that was, you love to see it. We're not too worried about the defense. We know what the defense was able to do in the second half of last season. And it's crazy the numbers that they put up, right? The linebackers, for example, putting up
Mm-hmm.
150 some tackles after starting slow, after being injured. Just imagine a full season with these guys out there healthy. It's gonna be good to see, man. I'm excited.
I ain't gonna say we was well. I ain't gonna, we wasn't too concerned about the defense, but we do have that part of the fan base that's still like, are we still getting Yannick or are we still going out to look for an edge? But I think with the play of Dexter and even the rest of our Zach Pickens and Nate Billings, like I think seeing what they're producing, especially Dexter, that if he's playing like this and doing what everybody been saying, because if you talk about all the people on the defense from Jalen to the linebackers to Jay Briggs, like they all been saying like we're expecting him to take that next step. We see the work he did in the offseason. Not only physically does he look different, but on the field it's starting to show. So to me, it kind of it kind of dies down the worry on getting that other side of the edge completed this year, because if we all know in this defense and a 4-3 defense, if you get your interior right, that's the main goal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
once you
So
get your interior, the edge on side of you already having Montez Sweat, it's
yes.
going on the other side is going to be even easier.
The inside linebacker position is something that they've addressed in years prior, and they knew they were going to be projects, and it's going to be something that it remains to be seen. I love the work ethic that these guys are showing. These young guys are, they in the gym, they're getting off the line, they're showing it in practice. Now we're gonna have to see if it translates to the actual Sundays. That's all it is.
Yep.
Like I'm sitting here licking my chops. Like I can't wait to Sundays because we're gonna see if all this work pays off. Because you already know when you're going up against another team, there's a little bit different.
Yeah. 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 I'm liking the whole attitude around the team. Like, you got some teams that's just like it's the defense and the defense hang with the defense and the offense stay over there and it's just groups. I mean, to some degree, it's always gonna be like that because it is a separation there. But like you see, even though like it, I don't know if you see it, but you see the D Walk Bacon our quarterback, he was in there eating a cheese sandwich, and he talking about old loose shirt ass, and he just said that motherfucker. I don't give a
Listen,
fuck. I'm gonna make your head too. Like that's the type of shit I like to see. Like it shows you that camaraderie is there, and even now, I'm even we gonna transition to the Caleb Williams talk because like even then, like even with his struggles, like they said it, like even there's times where they're struggling and like it's tough, but like they going back at him and they're right there for him and they're communicating and they right there. Like so, I like the whole communication around them. I like that they look like they like each other. It
the,
seems like they actually like each other.
and the thing about Caleb Williams is it's the intangibles with this guy. He looks
Yeah.
ready. When you see him dropping back, he's not hesitant. He's not to take a shot at Justin Fields because it's well known how much we love and respect Justin Fields as a
Yep.
member of this team. But at the end of the day, man, he's not. He dropping back. He's making his reads. He's hitting over the shoulder throws, off his back foot, jumping. He's developing a rapport with the others as well, right? Because you know DJ Moore, you know
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen, especially with basically the wide receiver room is pretty much overhauled with the exception of DJ Moore and Tyler Scott. But those guys are going to benefit from the
And
fact that this
Bayless.
dude, yeah. But this dropsies. But hey, anyhow, we know that Caleb Williams is a quarterback, all of a well-rounded quarterback, and I'm excited to see what he does on Sundays as well. Like I'm
Yeah.
already tired of training camp. I want the football season to start tomorrow, today,
And
right
we got a
now.
week. We got a week till we see some actual.
Yes, sir.
We
Let's
played
go.
them on what August 3rd. I want to say
Yeah, I think it's a Thursday.
first.
Usually,
Yeah, it's one of the first few days of August. I know. So we play Houston Texans. So they got a completely talk about mention the word overhaul. They got a completely overhauled team.
yeah, it's
New wide
Thursday.
receiver,
It's
new running
Thursday,
back.
August 1st. But it's the first
August
game. It's the
1st.
Hall of Fame game, so we'll probably see the
Yeah, we ain't
first.
gonna see. We probably see about a
Yeah,
drive or two.
but it's gonna
But
be good.
excuse me. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm eager. I can't wait to do the live calls with the Bears again. That was fun. We already know how crazy it was last year, so we already know how
Hmm.
crazy it's gonna be. But yeah, let's transition into them boys in black and red. The Chicago Bulls coming off the summer league of Matus Buzelis and as well as DJ Stewart, who also signed to a two-way contract, who we felt like he earned it, especially over a motherfucker like Javon Carter's. But I'm just saying, but coming off that, we seen the potential and what we seen come out of Montes Buzelis. Not only that, we also seeing our Bulls players of the future, Kobe White, Dalen Terry, and Ayo DeSuma working with Dribble Too Much, working on their craft. They was also out there supporting the young teams in the Windy City Bulls in the summer league. Saw a little bit of Billy Donovan the third to see what type of coach he is, and he just like his damn daddy. But what's your thoughts on the Bulls coming up this year,
One
based on what we've been seeing?
One other thing I want to mention is that Josh Giddey's been playing really well in the Olympics.
Facts.
So it's something that I don't expect much from this team from a win loss perspective. Like it's just really up in the air, right? You got basically a completely new team, and they're gonna have some more movement through the season as far as people's interest in Vooch, people's interest in Zach LaVine. So you just don't necessarily know how that's gonna go. But this team could surprise some people too, right? They can go out there and play run and gun basketball as opposed to what we've been seeing, a slower pace with Vooch and then DeRozan slowing the ball down. How many times over on the Cognac Boys do we say run, push the ball? Oh my God! So now we're gonna see some fast paced basketball, some new age basketball as well. Correct? I mean, at least I
Yeah,
hope so, because Billy Donovan just didn't have the personnel that he needed to kind of run the type of offense that I think he wants to run.
facts.
And because we're stuck with Zach LaVine and Vucevic, these guys are still top tier players at their positions. So the Bulls could come out and surprise some people and win a few games and maybe make them have to make some hard decisions in December, January.
Yeah, yeah, and I've been saying, even Hayes mentioned on his platform, like I don't like you said, I don't expect us to do much in a win column, but I do expect it to be some fast, fun basketball. And that's the thing I was getting annoyed with, and that's why I think everybody had this confusion of me like hating DeRozan or hating the team. Like I got tired of seeing us play 2006 basketball and we're losing. I'm not gonna watch both. So either y'all gonna be entertainment, y'all gonna try some new shit, and lose, and y'all young. So, but versus an older team playing an old fashioned brand of basketball, we can't play it to our fullest of capabilities because the main person that was a part of that is hurt, coming back soon, but it
Hmm.
hurt, and we don't know what his future is gonna be like. So I was
I've
just
never
sick and
even
tired of.
I never even heard of that type of surgery. A ligament transplant, like that's when you know you super rich. You got people donating ligaments to you. Somebody walking with a limp right now
Um,
just
It
because.
was it was it was a lit, bro. He had two transplants. He had a ligament transplant and a what's the word? Cartilage transplant.
Crazy.
So like
I be
he got
asking
a
my kids.
whole he hit. That's why if you look at his knee, people be think I'm being funny. If you look at his knee, it looked different. It looked smaller because he basically got a whole new knee.
I be asking my kids all the time if they'll let me get some of their body parts. Let me get your knee. Let me get your elbow, and they always say no. So it's good that somebody stepped up to help out Lonzo Ball.
I know the cartilage was. I'm not positive. I know the cartilage for sure. I know the cartilage was a transplant because that came from like a donor, but I think the ligament may have came from a different part of his body. If I'm not mistaken. No, it was you right. It was a full transplant. So yeah,
Hmm.
I think he did get somebody else's knee ligament, which is I think he tore his first ligament in high school, if I'm
Yeah,
not
like
mistaken.
yeah, a long time ago.
So yeah, it was bound. If he was going to keep playing, and even in life, it was bound to happen. So it
The
is
only
what it is.
The only issue I have with this current iteration of the Bulls is even if Billy Donovan goes out there and he just continues to stink it up, his job security is in place because there are no expectations for this team. So like we're still stuck with him for another 3, 4, 5 years. Who
I,
knows? Who knows how long?
if y'all if y'all ever noticed anything about me personally, I when I know something is just dead set and not changing, I don't tend to talk about it. I don't know
Hmm.
why. Like at this point, I'm just ignoring Billy Donovan at this point because it's just like that's how I am. That's how I treat any situation, whether it's sports or life. If I know there's nothing that's going to happen about it in the near future, and there's nothing personally I can do about it, it's like I'm gonna put you to the side. We when you like even if like for example, like if he has a bad game, people come like it was Billy. I like duh. Like I don't expect him to have a
Yes.
great game. Like it's I don't even. What's the point of mentioning it?
There's nothing to do, nothing we can do about it. But I do hope, I really do hope that this is the personnel that he needs to play Billy Donovan type basketball. And we've seen flashes of it, especially when DeRozan was hurt, Zach LaVine was hurt. You know, Kobe White was able to shine a little bit more in his system. So was Io. Dalen Terry kind of turned the corner a little bit in the last third of the season or so. So, you know, we're going to see what Billy Donovan is truly about. And we're going to see what Zach LaVine is truly about. Like, for real, because they call him the Walt based on how long he's been playing in the game. His win percentage as a player, his individual stats are good, but his win loss record is pretty bad. So you know we're gonna see what's gonna happen.
Yep. And to piggyback on what we were just talking about with Zoe, he has been cleared for 5-on-5 practice. So what you got to say about that?
Hey, it's about damn time. Like I want to see anything basketball related with him playing on the court is welcome in this household. anything, anything. I don't care if he's just out there passing out Gatorade. Like I want to see this man running up and down the court doing something positive
This
because
man care for me in my house. We
listen.
all gonna play basketball.
You feel me, bro? Like for real. It's just annoying to see that we gave this guy a nice contract. We traded for him, and he's the one that's opting into all these deals. And honestly, the fact that this is the last year on his contract, he gotta play because other than that, he might find
Hell
himself
yeah,
out the league.
yeah, for sure. And we definitely don't want to see that happen. But yeah, I'm kind of eager to see what role he gonna play in this team. I kind of like I kind of like that Giddy's probably gonna be the starting point guard. He's gonna be the backup. It's a lot of things he could teach Giddy. And
Hmm.
one thing about him is if you pay attention to Lonzo, and it's another topic because I'm starting to see about Halliburton. Because if you really think about it, Lonzo and Halliburton's almost wasn't the same. It's all about Lonzo realized in order for me to be like are really effective on this court alongside with my defense on the offensive side of the ball, they have to respect my shot. And I think that's what he's gonna have to tell Giddy because yeah, you could pass, but everybody else know you can pass. So all they're gonna do is double up everybody else because they know either you gonna go try to get a bucket at the rim or you gonna try to pass it. So if you build up a respectable shot, it's only gonna open up your game even more.
It had to happen with all the greats, Chris
Yep.
Paul, the Jason
Kid.
Kidd, and the list goes on. Rajon Rondo eventually ended up having like a
Yep.
semi-respectable jumper. D Rose,
Yep.
Russell Westbrook
Conley.
until Russell Westbrook just lost it, all of it. It was
I don't
weird.
yeah, I don't know what that motherfucker had an automatic mid range. I don't know where the hell it went.
Yeah, it just all left.
That pull up,
It was crazy. But you know what? I'm looking forward to as far as Lonzo Ball and in terms of mentoring Giddy, the defense, because we all know that was a
yeah,
major part of Lonzo Ball's
probably his greatest strength.
yeah, and it was very helpful to the Chicago Bulls. They found themselves at the time before he got injured in the top 10 in both categories, in offense and defense, and he was the anchor
Mm-hmm.
for both. He was the defensive anchor and the offensive anchor. And if he can kind of trickle down some of that info to Josh Giddey and to Montes as well, let's see how it goes because these guys are going to need mentors. They're going to need people to be in their ear and steering them in the right direction. And that's the one thing that we're going to miss about Debo. Debo was definitely positive in the locker room, in the huddle. That's what we're gonna miss. But Kobe as well. Kobe is he's a vet now. He's got to go out there and lead these young bulls to to glory, really, because it's a rebuilding situation. We're gonna find out what this team is really about within like 2 or 3 seasons. But we got something on the horizon, man. I like it. I like it for real.
Yeah. Facts, facts, facts. It's a transition. We ain't gonna talk about no baseball because they all suck.
Only thing we're gonna say about baseball is Chicago fans deserve better.
Yeah, because this shit ridiculous. I think my family went to the Sox game yesterday and they said, bro, we been here not even an hour. It was 8-0.
Yeah, man. The Chicago White Sox, bro, like, running that page is difficult because you really can't talk about anything good. It's very depressing. And even with the Cubs, they still got like an outside chance of making the playoffs if they go on a run. But yeah, let's move on.
I see what it felt like to be a Cleveland fan. On the like I really did. Like that's what it feel like to be from Cleveland. Like that's fuck.
I don't ever want
Yeah.
to feel like I don't never want to understand what it feel like to be from Cleveland.
But I feel it now being a Sox fan. That's the closest thing we gonna get.
It's
But to
rough.
get out of our depression, we gonna end off on some major news, on some good
Real,
news.
real quick, the
Oh,
Bulls
go
also,
ahead.
before you talk about the WNBA, the Bulls also are trying to expand, the United Center area around it and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, project. Yeah.
$7 billion project to make it more friendly, neighborhood friendly. Some people are screaming gentrification, and in those cases, I'm like, so what? This is a multi-billion-dollar organization.
It's
Like, why would
Chicago.
right? Why wouldn't they want to improve the area? Like people, they're gonna try. Whatever, get out of your
Bro,
feelings.
if you be honest, how extraordinary that stadium is, when you walk outside, it's like, ew.
Right, there's nothing to do. Like even when we went to
Yeah,
Bulls Fest, it was like hot and and not
nah.
inviting.
Yeah, it was just like, especially for me not being a Cubs fan, I kind of want to go to a Cubs game because of what everything is. That's how it's supposed to be. You got a stadium in the middle of the motherfucking neighborhood, and
hmm
everything around it is just perfect. Restaurants, food, bars,
hmm
all that.
hmm
That's the type of things you need to do. On top of that, you putting a new what they say, a new higher parking garage,
hmm
you different type of buildings for different type of things, some parks, like it's just gonna look nicer. That's nice. Like
hmm
shit. Like yeah, we need it. Chicago spending that money. We just announced that we getting a new stadium for the Bears. We got a $7 billion project coming to the Bulls, and then to transition to where I was going, the WNBA and the Chicago Sky are also building a $38 million practice facility that will be in the Wintrust Sports Complex
hmm
near Midway. So
hmm
this is a big deal. We've been waiting for it. As y'all know, the Sky has been playing out of the Deerfield Community Park Center for like the last 10 years. And
That
y'all know that's
sounds
open.
Crazy.
Yeah, and like it's open, like literally, they be practicing, motherfucker. You see them when they do their interviews, they have to start zooming in more on their faces because they'll be doing the interview. You see a motherfucker above on the track just running around, like damn, like what? But yeah, like this is a whole new performance facility. They say it's approximately going to cover about 40,000 square feet. It's going to have a players lounge, new film room, advanced training rooms with strength and conditioning equipment, private chef, and it will be. And this is the most important thing to me: 24-hour access for the players, and
Yes.
um, and that's a big deal, especially because we lost a lot of throughout the years. We lost a lot of key um free agents not coming here because we don't have the things that they need. Even with Kalia Copper leaving, she wanted to stay here, but at the same time, she realized in Phoenix she had everything she needed.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I want to know is if the private chef can be making like pizza puffs and Italian beefs and things like that. We gonna need him to be. We need him to be on that.
But yeah, nigga don't know that little piece of puff.
Look, man, you play for the Chicago Sky. You better know what a pizza puff is.
No, but it's nice. Like, it's like roughly like 30 minutes away from the actual arena where they play it. So it's perfect. Like, I like it. I even heard they possibly might be in that area setting up some players, some homes over there. I heard. I'm not totally sure, but if they're doing all that, like they're really spending, they're really treating this team like an actual professional team. And I'm liking it. So like even within, like they have places to do press conferences, they have places to do their actual interviews. Um, Really work on their craft at any time of the night, any time of the morning they want to. Um, Recover their bodies the way they really need to, because this is what you need to be when you're a professional athlete. And a lot of these, especially now, a lot of these women are going from college that already have it and they going to the professional. They don't have that shit. That don't make sense.
It's a step down, and they deserve it. The WNBA deserves it first and foremost. Over
Mm-hmm.
and overall, these young ladies they give their all. They go out there, they play hard, they put their bodies on the line, and we're seeing a transformation, not only in just them, but the entire product.
Yep.
Finally, after 25 plus years, it's time for it. So these young ladies deserve to be able to go to a place where they feel comfortable enough to work on their craft, and for us as fans, we can understand the greatness of what Angel's going to become, what Camilla's going to become, because they're going to be able to work on their craft instead of having to go to another facility after practice and then go somewhere else and keep working on it. They got a place that they can call home. So I'm very excited to see how these young ladies develop over the next few years once they have access to basically top notch facilities. That's what Caleb Williams
Mhm.
had all throughout high school. Like his family built him a facility to do these things, and you see what the results
And
were.
see how he turned out, right?
Exactly. So I'm excited for these young ladies. I'm excited for Chicago sports for the most part. Any team not owned by Jerry Reinsdorf. I mean, but that's another conversation.
And give that girl a new fucking cake. I'm gonna keep saying that shit. Give her a new cake. That pitiful ass cake. I don't know if you seen. I'm gonna see you a picture, bro. They said for her breaking the double streak, it was just a plain white cake with black letter Angel double WNBA double consecutive streak.
Th-
Congratulations.
That's sad because we're in Chicago, man. We got people on Facebook that can make cakes better than that.
He
What?
literally said the same thing. Like, bro, get that girl a better cake, bro. Yeah, that's the end of it. But yeah, that's been our episode for today. Get that girl a new cake is the hashtag I want y'all to drop. Get that girl a new cake. But we're gonna bring it back. We getting back into the swing of things. We're gonna bring back the panel as well. We had to calm down. We started it toward the end of the season on both of the sports. So we started at the beginning. We're gonna have it weekly every week. So we're gonna have the whole panel out and we're gonna do it big. But it's your boy Steve Big Kev from Chi Town Sports Central.